Hi! In this clip, we will have a look at the dynamics typical for Cerls. The ultimate goal of Cerls is to prepare learners to address ill-structured problems. Real-life issues that are complex can be tackled using various strategies and lack definite solutions, also called wicked problems, stressing that both the problem and the solutions are not clear and keep changing whenever we try to define them, having no black or white, right or wrong answers, being ambiguous, complex, and chaotic in nature, requiring to be approached from different perspectives and by crossing the boundaries of established disciplines, the boundaries of existing socio-ecological and social-cultural differences, different practices, societal groups, diverse knowledge or professional domains. This process of boundary crossing entails four mechanisms: identification of one's own expertise and perspectives and the expertise and perspectives of other stakeholders involved, coordinating effective collaboration between those different stakeholders, perspective making between different practices and learning from each other's perspective, and co-creating new knowledge by combining the different perspectives around the existing boundaries in order to develop more adequate practices, models, frameworks, and solutions, fostering sustainable transformations or change. Collaborative learning in so-called multi-stakeholders or transdisciplinary teams can be fun and existing, but it does not come without any challenge. As various stakeholders represent different practices, different cultures, languages, institutional contexts, Cerl dynamics will come with moments of tension, friction, conflict, discomfort, or even rebellion. A central element here is continuous and transparent communication, starting with good listening and observations. Practice active listening techniques. Show that you are really interested. Ask open questions. Hold your judgment. Share your observations. Rephrase if necessary. Ask for clarifications. This will help you to reveal thoughts, aspirations, values, and beliefs that very often remain unspoken and invisible, and thereby allow you to provide better feedback and feed forward, being mindful, inclusive, specific and prompt, helping you to optimize learning outcomes for all Cerl participants. Try to be reflective about your role as well, not only as an instructional designer, but also as a coach, a facilitator, a partner, an expert, broker, mentor, etc. What are your guiding principles? What do you stand for? How will you walk your talk? And what would you like to avoid? Cerl process go through several stages. In the formation phase, team members orient themselves towards objectives, identify both interpersonal and task behaviors, and operate rather independently. They may feel somewhat uncomfortable and insecure, but will often not show this. During storming phase, team members gain confidence. They slowly but surely dare to speak out. This is typically the phase where diverging interests and aspirations are expressed and conflicts arise. When the team gets through this challenging phase, they evolve to norming behaviors, acting more mature and focused. Conflicts will no longer be experienced as a personal failure or confrontation, but will be dealt with constructively, thriving task-oriented discussions. The efficiency of the team increases and the team develops its own identity. In the performing phase, team roles are handled flexibly and functionally. The group energy is targeted towards collective benefits. Team members have a shared vision of the project goals and mutually support each other in working towards this outcome. The team is autonomous and capable of conducting the decision-making process without interference from outsiders. Each phase asks for an adapted attitude and approach of the process supervisor, from steering at the beginning to delegating and supporting in the later phases. Think this through in preparing your Cerl project. How will the process be monitored? Who will facilitate team interactions and dynamics? How will this person be prepared to play that role? For reconciling divergent visions and aspirations, adjust inadequate planning or task management, redistribute roles and responsibilities when needed, provide resources, help establishing trustful relationships, and help overcome miscommunications. In order to allow Cerl participants to read team dynamics and gradually take responsibility for it, they should be provided with ample and safe learning opportunities. Stimulate them to look at the learning process from a diversity of perspectives, that of the supervisor, the notulist, contact person, critical friend, resource investigator, etc. And stimulate them to look at themselves and their Cerl partners with a growth mindset, focusing on possibilities and opportunities rather than problems, shortcomings, or obstacles. Take a moment to reflect about the strategies you will apply in order to foster constructive Cerl dynamics. Who will be involved in your Cerl strategy? Do these people know each other already? Who will help them build trustful relationships? Who will I rely on to monitor team dynamics throughout the Cerl process? In what way will tasks and roles be divided? How will Cerl participants be prepared to meet responsibilities and expectations? Have a look at our Cerl guide for more guidelines and suggestions for further readings, where to find useful instruments and how to set up meaningful teaching and learning activities.